All right, guys, take two. I literally just recorded 7 minutes of video with no voice. I forgot to turn the microphone on. So we're going to start all over. For me, anyway. So I got a few products finally delivered. I was, in the last video, I was talking about I had a few things on the way. They finally got here. One of the things I ordered and picked up was garden mesh netting. I really wasn't thinking about it because the pots are all round and each one has like a divot in it. So I wouldn't be able to completely surround the barrel. So I'd have to do each barrel. So I don't, and right now, of course, everything is gone past the stage you would really use this, because now everything's starting to pollinate. Like the cucumbers have flowered everything, so they need the pollination. The beans have started to flower. The peas, I got a couple of peas with flowers on them, so they're going to start pollinating as well. So I can't cover them up because that will keep the pollinating bugs out. So I did order that. If nothing, we'll use it next year possibly, while the plants are still young, so we can keep the bugs off them. Other thing I ordered were fabric grow bags. These are for, well, you can use them for anything actually, but these have a pocket in them supposedly. I don't, it doesn't show it on the bag, but supposedly I'm going to move this a little bit because this is starting to go out into the sun and I don't want to overheat the phone. There's supposed to be a pocket in the bottom so that when you grow the potatoes or whatever in there, you can kind of open that up and pull them out. I don't think we're going to do it that way, but it's there. We have it. If we use it, we use it. If we don't, we don't. The other thing I ordered were some yam slips. So these come just like this. They were actually already rooted. They've been in the water a couple days, and some of the root, I've gotten even more roots on them now. So we're gonna plant some of those in one of the bags. I also ordered some onions. So we got 3 kinds of onions. We have let's see what color. I think it's, yeah, 3 color onion, mixed onion sets. So we have white onions, yellow onions, and red onions. We got the bulbs. Doesn't tell me which days or which types they are, but I was worried that we wouldn't have enough time and that I would have to wait till December or March to plant these. But these have a 90-day maturity, so we might be all right with these. I don't know if, yeah, 2 to 3 days store. Da, 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 da. Yeah, so 90-day, and then if you plant them in the winter or December, whatever, it says that's 110 or 120 days. The other thing I picked up were some heirloom seeds. This is a pack. I got it off Amazon. So they've got 35 garden varieties, most of which we already have in the garden anyway. But even though it says for 2025, I'm sure the seeds will be good for longer than, this year. So yeah, anyway, so I ordered some of those. I also ordered white kaolin clay powder. So basically, you put this in a water mixture and you spray it onto your leaves. I don't think I need it at this point, but if I do, I have it, and we can spray it on there. It's safe. It's safe for animals. Like it's just clay. It's cosmetic grade, so there's nothing, you can put it on your face, whatever. But we are going to use it for our plants, and that will basically, so if a bug or an animal or whatever bites it, basically it'll just get the taste of clay and hopefully move on. The other thing I picked up was some blood meal. So this is is it a 12? I think it's a 12. Yes, it's organic plant food. It's a 12, and it is nitrogen, so basically fertilizer. So I picked up some of that because I was using 222. I think maybe the beans need a little bit more. Some of the beans in the one pot have, like, well, you can see they've exploded. They're huge. The pot next to that, not so much. So I don't know if it's something in the soil, or they may be getting too much shade. I'm not sure. But anyway, so I bought some nitrogen. So we'll feed them later. I may or may not do it on this video. I think we're going to run out of time for that. But the other thing I got was these. I'm not sure I like this, but I'm hoping. So these are little spikes. They're not death spikes or anything. They are sharp. I mean, they don't puncture my skin or anything. But it just, hey, you know, get away. So I'm hoping what I can do is put some of these in the pots around the plants in the open areas to kind of keep the squirrels out of there. We'll see how that does. You know, again, I don't want to kill these things because I'm not going to eat them. So I don't really want to kill them. Another thing I picked up was some diatomaceous earth. I usually like to put that in the, like in a couple inches down in the soil, so anything that might have burrowed up through, they'll hit the diatomaceous earth and it'll cut their exoskeleton, and you know, then they expire from there. But then I also like to put it on the top of the soil. I want to keep this as pesticide and herbicide free as possible. I don't want to use that at all. I really don't want to even use diatomaceous earth, but I got to do something because there are a lot of bugs in the pots and some on the flowers and stuff. So I definitely need to do something before it gets too bad. The other thing I did pick up was I picked up another bag, a grow bag. I bought this from a company called Soil 3. Their soil actually is, I just opened the bag a minute ago, and their soil is really nice. It doesn't have all the chunks of like bark mulch in there. Like the stuff I have now, it's kind of chunky. It's got as you can see, it's not all quite soil yet. So I figure we'll give this a try. So the company so this was a package deal. It came with the bag, and it came with this bag of soil. So my idea is I'm going to put the bag over the bag and tip it upside down and dump the soil in there. And then what I want to get done today is I want to put probably 2 of the yams into the soil bag with the soil. See if we can get that done. I'm pretty sure 2 is probably going to be too many, but yeah, I want to try it. So let's take a look at the garden real quick before we get into that. So corn's doing good. What's left of it. These 2, that one's a little stunted, but that's the one the squirrels literally took the top off. This one's a little stunted. It maybe because there's all those flowers there, I may have to move that out to the middle. These are all about the same, and I believe these are too close together. So I'm probably going to pull that one out, put it over in this pot, and I'll move that one that's there, that one over there, just kind of out of the way, and put that one of these over there. I might take this one and move it over here, and then that will open that up a little bit. We should be good. I've seen some videos of people growing these in pots that they're way closer together than mine are. So if you guys saw my post the other day, I actually had some tomatoes the other day. So The cherry tomatoes, there's one down there. Actually, it's almost ready. I had cherry tomatoes. I plucked them out of the garden yesterday. No, not yesterday, Friday. And this one, I'm probably going to come out and take that tomorrow. So if you look at the top of this, you'll see like the splitting there. That's because we've had so much rain. It just kind of filled them up and they split. Now, the cucumber plant that I thought was going to die actually is already producing cucumbers. I need to get another one of these Vigro lattices. I want to put it down here up this way. Actually, I might put it out this way because the plant is kind of growing this way. So I'll probably put it down here and try and encourage it to grow down towards the ground a little bit. I don't want it to go way down, but yeah. So pepper plants, let's see. Pepper plants, we've still got the one pepper. The squirrels didn't get this guy. He hasn't turned red yet. I do have another one up there, but they're funky shaped. So I have a bad feeling that these plants may have had some kind of fungus or something on them when I got them. So they're not real healthy. Same with these, and this just may be a soil issue, but these are starting to turn yellow, but they're not all that big. They're really not. They're only like 3 fingers. I was hoping for bigger vegetables, especially these peppers, and this one's really mal-shaped, misformed, whatever. So I'm not sure those plants were all that good. Now the bean plants, this thing, I think this is like 4 feet high, but then it's in a pot too, so it's a little higher. So it's almost my height. Peas are coming up here. Beans are coming up. They're actually latching onto this post. And again, over here, this one has really twisted itself around there a couple times. As you can see, we do have some flowers. I think those are the flowers. And some pods coming out. Yeah, see, here's one's flowering right here. We do have some leaf damage in there, but it's not a lot. So I think we should be okay with that. And I have the feeling I'm going to get rained out here. It came out earlier. Marigolds. So they are popping up. I am shocked. I thought maybe all the seeds got washed away, but no. So we're good with that. So the marigolds are coming up. These other flowers are doing good. They're almost big enough that I feel comfortable transplanting them and moving them around. Tomatoes on this side, I've got slews of tomatoes in there. So we're doing real good with the tomatoes there. Again, the beans, this pot, really, really good. This pot, not so much. They're short, but they are producing flowers. The other peas, the other kind of peas I got here, I'm not sure which one is which. They're doing okay. They're not great. I do have this one is wrapped up down here in vining, so it's doing pretty good. The other peas I have over here, they're already flowering. They are grabbing onto the Vigro, as you can see, so they should be going up there. The squash is actually doing really well too. It's kind of short. I would think by now it would be a little bigger than that, so that's why I'm thinking this may be one of two, or well, two things. It's probably partially crowding, so I may have to dig one or two of these up and move them into maybe one of those bags that I got. These are flowers. They're not weeds. They are flowers coming up. I was hoping they would be up before then. And the other issue I'm having right now is I am not sure. I'm pretty sure that's probably from all the rain we've had. But it looks like it's got a little fungus or something going on there, which I'm surprised because I've never seen marigolds. I've never seen them. I mean, I'm not saying it don't, but I've never seen marigolds do that before. So let's, while the sun's peeking behind the clouds and it's not too hot out here, let's see if we can get this over there. So my idea is, and this is probably going to go horribly wrong, but we'll see. idea is maybe if we can fit this over this. Yeah, that kind of does go over that, but it doesn't go all the way. So that is scratched. Darn it. So the only other thing I have tool-wise with me is the old hands. So we're going to dig this up. And you know what? It's probably not a bad idea because there are some pretty big clumps in there. So we'll scoop this out by hand. It's going to take longer than I really want. It is really well drained, so I know you guys can't see it. I put it up there and show you, but you wouldn't. It's too small. There is looks like sand particles in there, so that will allow it to drain fairly well. I have not watered the plants out here in probably 2 weeks. That's how much rain we've been getting. So yeah, because everything's so soaked, and I think that's part of the problem with the beans and actually all the vegetables. I think a lot of the fertilizer and phosphorus and all that has just kind of leached out of the soil because the pots were getting so full, the water would just be running down the bottom and out the little drain hole. This is really packed. There's some pretty big clumps in there. We'll break those up, put them in there. So, and this might be getting to a point where it's a little more manageable. So they have a bag inside the bag kind of thing. It's stuck to the sides, but the soil has gone around those little edges that are in there. And it's pretty funny, actually. Kind of holding the bag open, which is good. It's hard. Let me break up some of these clumps here. There we go. That's not going to be crucial, but I don't think a big clump in there would be any good. So we'll fill this bag up. Oh yeah, it does. So this is 1 cubic foot, this bag. Now, I did notice one thing. They have these giant bags you can buy, which if I had a bigger property, I would do. And it comes by forklift. And they're like, oh, put a mark in your driveway where you want it. My thing is like, okay, what if I don't have a forklift to move this thing around? It's a huge bag. So we're going to get this. I'm going to bring it right to the top, I guess. There's no real instructions with it, but I'm going to assume. And if there's any left over, I'll just use it in one of the other bags. I don't think there's going to be much, if any, left over. Oh, yeah, there will be. Okay. All right, so there's a little bit left over in there. That's good, actually. I can use that for something else. All right. Actually, I might get a pot. Small pot. I think I have one downstairs. So there we go with that. So we're going to put 2 of these slips in there. Now, the instructions said to take any dead leaves or whatnot off, so we're going to do that. So we'll pull those dead ones off. Looks pretty good. So we're going to bury this right up to probably about this leaf here. I think the further you go down in, the more, because as you can see, there are roots coming off these leaves. So I'm going to put this down to the leaves on that. Let's see, do I need to move this up a little bit? Or back? We got to go back. So we're going to put 1 on either side. And essentially, so that's about to my knuckle. So I'm just going to put that down. And we'll pack that down in there. I'll put 1 on one side, 1 on the other side. Again, like if they, again, this is all testing this year, right? We're gonna test it and see where we go. So hopefully these will grow. I'll I was hoping again to have the potatoes today, so we could do at least one thing of potatoes while I got y'all here, and see how that goes. I think we will put this, oh, I guess we'll put it down here. Excuse me while I move you guys around a little bit there. So I guess we'll put this somewhere around here. It gets a good majority of the sun here for a good part of the day. Good, Dan. How you doing? So we'll put that there. We'll see how that grows. Like I said, this is the first time I've used this soil mix, so I don't know how this is going to work out. But we'll see. We'll test it. If it works good, I'll get some more of that, and we'll use it on some other projects around here. So, all right. So I guess we'll Wednesday. I'll either do some a short video on the diatomaceous earth, putting that down, or the potatoes should be here. So maybe I'll do like a 3 or 4 minute video and as a short. I don't know how long the shorts have to be, but we'll do a short and we'll put some potatoes in one of the bags. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks again. If you would, guys, please share the video around. Hit the like button. Try your best. I know it's a pain. Try your best to watch the video to the end. The more hours I get, the faster I can get up towards the next stage, which will be partner, I guess. But we still got to get our numbers up. So anything and everything you guys do, I appreciate. If you're just watching, that's awesome. If you just subscribe, hang out, watch 1 or 2 videos, awesome. But if you know people that are doing this stuff and wouldn't mind seeing, you know, how a guy's starting out from the beginning with just a teeny tiny garden to help feed himself for the year, share it around. Again, this is me starting in the beginning of getting my own homestead, and I got a spider. Awesome. So again, guys, thank you very much. The short will be out Wednesday. I'm not sure exactly what I'll put in it. I may just put an update on what's going on with the yams. And again, if I have the potatoes, they're supposed to arrive today. I was hoping they'd be here already. If I have the potatoes, I may do 1 bag. I'll fill 1 bag up, and we'll just do the potatoes, and then I'll do the rest off screen. Coming up soon, we're gonna talk about other videos I'm going to end up doing as well, because I've got to do, I have a project for my granddaughter that I'm going to do, so I want to do that. I'll probably do that. We'll do it in steps because I don't edit my videos, so I'll probably pause. I'll start it and then pause it, start it, then pause it, and we'll work on it that way. So, and we'll talk about my granddaughter's gift. I don't want to talk about it too much because even though she's 1, her and her mom do watch my videos, so I don't want to give away the surprise. I'm hoping to have it done when I go to Florida in August. And yes, I will take you guys to Florida with me. So we'll take a trip to Florida. So that Monday, and I'll let you know when, I will be driving to Florida. So I probably won't video that day. I may just take you to the beach or something on Wednesday or something. Anyway, guys, have a great day. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to get notified when I do put a video out, and do your best to watch the video all the way through. We need to get, I think it's like 3,000 watch hours, and we are at 30, I want to say 35. So we're doing pretty good. I mean, all things considered. So again, have a great day. Make sure to get this out, share it to your friends, and pass it around to anybody you know who might enjoy small backyard gardening. Guys, have a great day, and like I said, I'll have the short out on Wednesday, so we'll see you then. Bye.